Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with the flip through of the Sweet Yvonne journal. Originally I did speak during the video, but I can't have a 45-minute flip through on the channel, so I did decide to go ahead and do a voiceover. So I'll be sharing with you here as we move along. So she took the time and covered that entire box with this beautiful vintage rose paper. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take a moment here and just go ahead and cut it open, and because I wanted to make sure I wasn't abrupt with that and I didn't cut anything and damage anything, I guess. So but everything was just so beautifully packaged. I just about came out of my skin when I saw it out on my deck on the patio table, and I was just like, oh man, I've got to clear my schedule here and get this on the channel and let you guys see what she sent. I mean, she just went completely over the top. It was packaged so beautifully and safely. So we've got some bubble wrap and then some packaging paper, and then that's the journal. We'll open that last, and then I will definitely save all that packaging. I love it. The book was absolutely epic, but you'll see that here as we move along. The first thing that we're going to be opening is this package here, which she had asked me what kind of ephemera I'd like to have. What could she send me? And I pretty much just told her anything that's foreign language. Like, I am so enthralled with anything that is in another language. Italian, French. French is preferred by me, but I love everything. I've got books that are Greek. I've got French. I've got all kinds of different languages in the stuff that I pull. But she put together this folder. She made the folder, collaged on it. I will never let that go, Yvonne. In fact, I'm going to keep it, all of this stuff in it, so that I know that when I use these pieces that they came from you. I was absolutely blown away, my friend. You have no idea what this means to me. This is far more than I could have ever hoped or dreamed of. Your generosity is just beyond comprehension, and getting to know you, I know that that's your heart, and so I love it even more because I know that that's part of just who you are and how you feel and how you treat others. So I really thank you. So I'm just going to flip through this stuff. I'm just going to turn on some music here for a little bit. What you're seeing here is just a lot of different book page ephemera. She stuck in some Edith Holden paper. On the right side, you're going to see that she has paper clipped the language on all these little packets of different ephemera in different languages. So I'll hop back here. I'll hop back in a few minutes. What I really appreciate about this is so much of the ephemera she sent is foreign language, which I love, and it's authentic. Like, I have a little bit of authentic ephemera because I've ordered from Vanessa over at Clemens Crafts many times, and she sends bits and pieces, which I really, really love, but I have very little that I've been able to collect just because maybe I don't know the right places to look. There's really not a lot of sourcing here in my area, but there's just such a huge variety of different kinds of ephemera that she's put in here. And then, yeah, I just love this so much. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Ledgers and, yeah, just gorgeous. And then I think I already passed it, but she put some Edith Holden papers in here, and they are from the month of May. So I'll share with you now as you're watching this, that we discovered it was kind of weird how we discovered that our birthdays were the same. So I think she'd sent me an email and asked me when my birthday was, and I told her the month and the day, and she replied and said that that was exactly her birthday as well. And I was like, what are the chances? So I forgot to mention in the beginning, Yvonne is from the Netherlands, and so she's watched my channel for a long time, but I never open up drawings to international shipping because it's very expensive and it's very complicated. And so she suggested that we do a swap, and so I sent her a journal and she sent me a journal, and so we each got to have a say in what we wanted it to look like. We talked a lot about expectations. We talked a lot about taking our time, making sure that it didn't feel like a chore, that it felt like a joyful experience to create for each other. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, Yvonne, that this was a thrilling experience for me. I loved creating for you. I loved creating knowing what you had, what you like. I was just showing you that paper was really textured. So yeah, she sent me some stamps, and then this is all that ephemera that I mentioned that she actually labeled so that I'll know what the language is, which is so sweet because I can identify some of them but not all of them. So like Spanish and French and Greek are pretty well known to me, but Japanese I would not have recognized that. My Swedish, I don't think I would have recognized that. I think I could recognize Dutch, but I really, really appreciated it, Yvonne. That was so thoughtful to you, for you to mark those like that for me. Just beautiful. And French is my favorite, so look at all this beautiful French stuff. Oh my goodness, girl, I just can't even believe that. And I've been so busy just trying to deal with my sister, just kind of the loose ends with her situation, that I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get videos recorded up because I'm leaving here at the time that you see this video, I will be camping. So I won't be online at all because we're going pretty remote. So, and that's Italian stuff, which, amazing. So I wanted to get the video up. Her journal has not yet arrived. I was a little bit behind because of the situation with my sister and her roommate, so I didn't get the journal mailed as soon as I wanted to. So hers has not yet arrived. This is a book she put in, absolutely gorgeous. I love the pages, the feel of it. The cover and the spine are absolutely amazing. And I can't remember because I don't have it in front of me at the moment, but I believe it was like the early 1900s is the copyright on it when I looked. I didn't get to look as closely at everything as I wanted to because I was in a bit of a hurry, but I wanted to make sure I got to show you everything. So we're going to go ahead and open up the journal. Again, so beautifully packaged. I absolutely love that tissue paper. It's like an apricot color. Really, really gorgeous. And I don't know, I have to ask her, it seems like this is lavender, and I don't know if it was just there to be smelling good. It definitely does. It was fun to kind of try to keep it out and move it away, but that was fine. I love it, and I love lavender, and so thank you for that as well, Yvonne. So you'll see me fussing a little bit as I try to kind of brush things out of the way to get to showing you the inside of this journal. And look at the little card, and just the way that she wrapped and packaged is like, wowza, so cool. I didn't have any ephemera to send her, any vintage ephemera, but I did send her a bunch of junk mail envelopes, single window and double window, as well as I sent her a mixed media piece of mine, and I sent her a bunch of extra ephemera as well. So, but yeah, this is, I don't know what I was talking about here. My apologies, my friends. It's been a few days since I opened the journal, so not sure. It's a 3-signature journal, I will tell you that. And this might have been where I was talking about how we came to the decision. I think I was talking about the history here, about how this came to be, how we came to decide that we were going to do a journal swap. And so, but yeah, and this journal is so gorgeous that I don't typically make soft covers. I love them and I want to do it, but this is a soft cover journal and it's absolutely beautiful. It's so soft. It's like it feels like flannel pajamas, like just that comfort feeling, and the cover is absolutely beautiful. So I do want to tell you a little story here about the nameplate. She put my name on the front of the journal. And I'm pretty sure she does not know this story, but my birth name is actually Renee. It's not Cara-Renee. So Renee means reborn, but about 20 years ago, maybe a little less than 20 years ago, I went through a really, really difficult period of time where I was really struggling with my identity. I was struggling with who I was and what my value was, etc. And I was praying about it, and I felt the Lord speak to me the name Cara, which means reborn. Beloved, excuse me. Cara means beloved. So then I put them together and they mean beloved reborn. And that's actually how I came up with my channel name. My channel name is B.Reborn Art and Healing. I just shortened it to the B.Reborn, but that is how my name came to be the name of my business and my channel. So and Yvonne does not know that story. So the fact that she put my name on the front of the journal means everything to me. So just showing you the edges and stuff are just so beautiful. And one of the things I really liked about the journal was the variations in textiles. I tend to be more matchy-matchy. I like to have things that go together, and I love some of the elements that she used that just really made the journal so incredibly personal and special, and with just a lot of different textiles on the edges as well as throughout the journal. So, and the fabric pockets I just love. So I did read this when I was talking, but she basically was just hoping that I would enjoy the journal, and that she was really glad that she got a chance to make it for me. And ditto, my friend. I am so honored to have been able to sit in my craft room here at my table and create something for you. And you did an absolutely amazing job. And here I was talking about how we talked about the digitals and the kinds of papers that we each liked and would like to have incorporated in our journals. And so I shared one from Nectar Creations. That was the primary one that she used for my journal, but she also introduced other ones, as did I. So a lot of the kits that she was most drawn to were from Ruby and Pearl. So I already had a lot of Ruby and Pearl digitals, but I purchased more because I really wanted to make her journal really special and fit what she liked. So, but the elements that she puts in this are just so beautiful. It looks like an original. I was just pointing out that it's got a hole there. And then look at that ephemera where she just took that die cut piece and made, it looks like a faux envelope almost, and then tucked it there underneath some embossed paper. And then I just absolutely love this one. I love the colors. I love the mix of elements. So beautiful. Now on camera I didn't open everything up because I was trying to keep the video reasonably long. And there, I'm just pointing at that binding there. I believe that she uses tea bags to reinforce more fragile paper. So that was what I was kind of showing you there. But look at this little book. So beautiful. Just a little place to take some notes. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the journal for. I was tossing around the idea of just using it as kind of a place to record quotes and memories and things like that, because I am a quote junkie. I love them. And I also love to write down excerpts from books and things that really touch me. And so I may use it in that way. So there's just some faux cello tape that she put there on the bottom of that paper. And then this one, she tucked it in there upside down so that it wouldn't, the top of that tag would not be affected by being stuck down there. I was trying to evaluate if that was an extra piece, but I don't think it is. I think it's a lining. But again, I didn't get a chance to really pull everything apart and examine it super close. But absolutely beautiful. And this is the May page from the Edith Holden collection. So again, we share the birthday, and I think that's really special as well. And then this ephemera pocket, see that it has lace. I think that one's the one that has lace on it. I can't remember. She used, I believe that's from Sweet Pea Curiosities, that corner tuck that she put there. And it looks like that is some embossed paper. It's like a handmade paper, really soft, cottony feel. I love it so much. But I can't remember if that corner tuck is one of them that she put actual lace on it to embellish it. I don't think it is. I think there's another one. There's a lamp a little bit later on here. But this is a little envelope that's got a couple of cards in it as well. And I love how she put in different pieces of the actual French ephemera and things like book pages and other little snippets in pockets that are just more of that same, a lot of them being removable, which I really like. So I'm going to let you watch here for a minute or so, and then I will come back and chat some more. And that one, I decided to not try to open it on camera. I believe it does open into a writing space, but again, I didn't want to open it on camera. It's very, very beautiful, so I will have to spend some more time really enjoying all of the pieces when I have a little bit more time that I'm not so rushed. So she put a real stamp on that, which is what and this was the one I loved the most. I watched her make this one on camera, and I love it so much. That was another thing we talked about was, did we mind each other seeing what each of us was making for our journals? But the violin, I got a chance to tell her in a YouTube comment that I played the violin when I was a little girl, when I was in like upper grade school, I think like 5th and 6th, maybe 7th grade, and I loved the violin. I loved playing violin, so that little bit of ephemera was really special to me. And then, just more ephemera, lots of sweet places to write things down, little places, as well as just really beautiful things like this. Feels like it's on like a tissue paper, or it's just a really fragile paper, and it's just really beautiful to touch. It's got that ASMR feel to it, both texturally but also for listening. It's just really cool to hear the sounds that certain papers make when you touch them and stuff. So another absolutely beautiful image there. And then just so many things tucked into these pockets. And again, there on the left, that's an original ephemera, just gorgeous. I mean, I'm assuming it's an original. And I just love that, the simplicity of that book page with just a little bit of packaging paper or something there to write on. And that lace is just absolutely beautiful. So I love all the personal touches that she put into this journal. I know that Yvonne and I are similar in a lot of ways. I am very much a recovering perfectionist, and I work really hard at just relaxing into my creative flow. And but I know that that's a harder thing for Yvonne. She's very, very deliberate in the way that she plans out what she's making, but I love hearing on camera when she's working, when she'll quote my favorite thing to say, which is perfection is not at play in the studio. And so she really is practicing letting go of imperfection, letting go of perfection and embracing imperfection, and just being okay with with how things go and how they turn out. On that one that had the flip out, I really was pausing there because I don't very often do tip outs like that, and I love the way that she hinged those. They're really beautiful. And this card, it really captured me. I don't know what it is, but it really, it just warmed my heart and to look at that and to take it out and touch it. I really, really enjoy it. And I love how it's attached there with some photo corners. Really beautiful as well. Some more embossed ephemera. I'll probably put some paper on the back just so that I can write on them because I really like that. But there is a lot of writing space in this journal, so I may not need to do that. I may be able to just enjoy them. So we'll have to see how it goes. And just so many beautiful touches. That just a little cluster with some thread behind that butterfly. Just so delicate and beautiful. And I absolutely loved this layered tag. The layers just, yeah, and there's so many layers that are just so unique and they go together so beautifully, and the bows and everything. I just absolutely love. I didn't open up this one. It's an envelope similar to the one in the first signature, so I did not open that up. And then just that rose lace there is just to die for. Like, a lot of you who've gotten to know me know that pink roses are very, very symbolic and meaningful to me because of an early loss in my life. And I've always associated pink roses, especially baby pink roses, with that time of my life. And so they're very, I'm drawn to them everywhere I go. So that is absolutely gorgeous lace, and I love it so much. Sweet little belly band there. And this is what I was talking about. I love how she just stuck this extra ephemera in here, just in the place where a person would put something else. And I love that because I want to touch those things. I want to feel them. I want to enjoy them. And I may take them out and use them somewhere, but I want to be able to really enjoy the tactile feel of them and just the difference in how they're. And I cannot remember what this says. Gather up all your scattered dreams and build something about building a life. I wish I had the journal in front of me at the moment, but I believe that's the essence of it, which is so meaningful to me as well. This is the image of the lamp I was talking about. It actually has actual lace there. It's so adorable, so adorable. But back to the quote, I just think it's just so interesting how we choose things, because I know when I create, I'm thinking of the person that I'm making it for, if I know who that is. And the quote is just so meaningful. Gather up, you're gathering up all the things from your life and you're creating the life that you desire. And that's just so important and so precious. So beautiful, beautiful ephemera, Yvonne. And this, what you did with this lace and that it's kind of a seafoam green color string. So beautiful. I love it so much. Such a beautiful element that is just so unique. And I love how she brought in so many different colors, that kind of seafoam green, the pinks, the bright pinks, the light pinks, and she used labels here to hinge that, which is I would never have thought of. So, and that's that piece also has a piece of actual lace on it, which I think is so cool. And that window she did on camera as well, and she's just torn back the edges to make it look kind of ratty and torn. A really great effect. Another couple pieces of ephemera, a little bit of embossed paper there, which I love. And this was so interesting. I'm going to have to play with these, but she's made a tab, and the tab has a cluster on both sides. And I don't know if it's a paper clip or if it's glued on just on the edges. I'm going to have to ask her about that, but it's absolutely beautiful, gorgeous element, because it kind of does both things at one time. It creates your tab, but it's also a cluster, which is, they're always very, very pretty. So, and this image, oh my goodness, this one just captured me like from the start. Just so beautiful. And then that little safety pin is just so tiny and so petite, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. And in the real-time video, I was talking about how I'm very matchy-matchy. So I'm noticing a lot of elements that she chooses to use that just create this very unique look, like that ribbon that's going, or that the green material that's going diagonal across that pocket. And the Yvonne, so she actually got a book from somebody. I can't remember if it was gifted to her or if she purchased it, but it was the name of the book, I believe, if I remember correctly, was Yvonne. So I believe that those pages are from her Yvonne book, which is just I love that. I love that so much. But that diagonal pocket is not something that I would have done, but it's striking. It's so beautiful and so unique. And you can't replicate it. There's so many things that when you do it instinctually, and you kind of are following your heart, when you make them, they're hard to replicate because they're in the moment. They're for a particular purpose and for a particular time. And I love that she did that throughout this journal. And I think here is when I was talking in real time about our shared birthday, which I already spoke of earlier in the video. But I just think it's so cool that how we discovered that our birthday was the exact same day. I don't remember how much older she is than me. I think she's a good, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe more. I think she told me once, but I don't remember. Memory's not great, but I just love that we share a birthday. Birthdays are very important, and so I love that we get to share that together. So, and I love the lace pockets. Again, not something I do nearly enough. I need to do that more. It's such a great element to add more textile into your journals, and just a little piece of fabric kind of there as a little element. And we're getting to the end here. I don't believe I opened this up. I don't think I unclipped it. And then we're getting here to the end. That was a kit that I also used. I think it was All About Roses or something like that. And then that beautiful rose postcard, which I love. And this pocket, oh my goodness, this was so beautiful. That little fussy cut of the frame, not the frame, oh my goodness, what do you call that? You know, the thing, the dress form. And then she put the lace on the actual dress. Like, how creative is that? And I love that diagonal lace pocket, just so beautiful. So, and we are getting to the end of the video, but I wanted to say, Yvonne, I hope you know how much this means to me. Like, I know I talk a lot. I do have a lot of words, but it's hard to translate my heart through my words in a way that feels meaningful. I feel so incredibly honored that you did this swap with me. I love every centimeter of this journal, and I love the care and the love that went into it. It's very, very obvious that this was very very meaningful to you as well. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that when you get my journal that you will feel the same. I hope that it is everything that you hoped it would be, and more than that, I hope that it translates my heart for you. I am very honored to know you, even though we'll never meet. We are, so far apart geographically, but my heart is filled with love for you, and kindness and gratitude. And so thank you. And I will go ahead and just stop here and let this finish playing out. Check out the photos at the end if you want to see all the innards, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.